Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose and the Moose is loose. As usual, what we're going to do right now is show you how to add even more to your liquidity. So we're going to provide more liquidity than we already have in our farm. So we're going to launch the app in the top right. And right now I've got my Trezor Model T connected using NAMI. So if we take a look at my NAMI, and of course to connect your wallet, you just got to go to the top right. And as you can see here, I've got my Trezor. So I've got a few wallets here, and I want to keep enough Cardano in here because I'm also delegating to the Dega stake pool. I recommend for all of you to check out the video I did on the Dega stake pool. It's a good opportunity, in my opinion, to get a coin that could be worth a decent amount later down the road. So not financial advice. Nothing is financial advice, but we are educating you through what I am doing. So if we take a look here and go to liquidity, I started to pull back a little bit. And one of the main reasons is because I am delegating to a stake pool, and you're going to maximize on returns if you hold more ADA in your wallet in particular. So anyways, let's cut over to what's important, and that's going to be the liquidity. So go to liquidity, go to your liquidity, and if you've never done this before, we have several videos right here on the channel showing you step by step how you can do this yourself. I'm very passionate and excited about teaching the beginner level stuff with you all. So if we take a look here, I'm already farming with the ADA Min LP. So I've already got LP, and what we're going to do is provide even more. So if we take a look at the farm, and by the way, we've got almost 10,000 min, and we will have over that by the time I'm done with this video. And if you look at the pooled ADA, we've got about 859 there. So if we go to farm, we are under staked only. The reason I'm in here is because this farm in particular provides a pretty decent APR. So when you're providing liquidity to a stake pool, what you're doing is you're pairing two assets and you're providing the pool with your assets, and you get in return a bit of rewards for that. The trading fees, so that people can connect their wallet. For example, say you want to trade 100 ADA and you want to pick up some Kopi. All right, so there's going to be a small fee that you pay, and this is basically what you're gobbling up for providing liquidity. So basically, you can imagine that it is a pool of people like us, myself, or you. We provide liquidity, we provide our tokens, and other people can now trade on the DEX. That's what it is. That's what's happening. So let's go to farm, and there are tons of great options right here on Minswap. And there are other DEXs that I use, specifically Wi-Fi. I just did an interview with the CEO. We had a really good conversation. And if you have some snack, you can get some outrageous APR. Looks like that's for the fees though. So I don't know exactly what you're going to make, but anyways, what we're going to do, and again, if you haven't done this already, you can very easily pick a pool and begin to delegate. And once you do that, what I'm going to do, just because I'm following, documenting the process of what I've been doing, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to provide more liquidity too here. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to go to add liquidity, and we're going to zap. So if we take a look at my wallet, the reason I'm doing this is because I've already earned some min, and now I want to throw it back into my pool. So I got 1,500 Minswap, only about 30, 40 bucks worth, but still worth it to me, right? So if we take a look over here, what we're going to do is we are going to choose our min. So if we were to click, we would need an equivalency. So basically, if you're providing 1,500 min tokens, you're going to need the same amount in dollars for ADA. So in this case, you'll need 135 ADA to provide with it. So you cannot just provide one, you pair two assets. So for example, you could add liquidity and sign a couple transactions. But what we're going to do is zap this in instead. So we're going to click on zap, okay? And we're going to go, cool, let's do it. Now what this is going to do is allow us to just do everything in one transaction. So if we take a look and we go to our min, okay, instead of having to do all the calculations, we're just going to zap it in. So what it's going to do is sell off half the min, pick up some ADA because we need ADA, and it's going to provide that for us. So this is a much more effective way to do this. And I really like this, and it's a great way to keep adding. So if you pick up and you get those rewards, you can just easily zap in. So we're going to click on balance, and we're going to select the pool that we're in. And we're going to need the ADA min right here. Okay? So now for this amount, we're just going to zap in, and it's gonna get us exactly what we need. So we don't even have to provide any more of our ADA. Now we're not gonna have as much in terms of total, but we don't have to provide anything else. So I'm gonna confirm this with my hardware wallet. You should all have a hardware wallet, especially if you're playing with funds that are over even $100, I would say it's definitely worth it. So we're going to pay this, and there are fees, of course. DEXs are going to become the new bank, right? So our order is being processed over here, and you will see it under orders, I believe, when we're done. So now if we take a look at our wallet, we are going to see in just a little bit, we're going to see that our min tokens have left. And the reason I'm using min with Minswap is because that's where we're going to get a pretty generous APR. So you got to look for that. If you're only going to get 4 or 5%, it's probably just worth holding it, because you're also going to want to get out of these tokens if you see a massive pump. So in my opinion, you should not stake or yield farm all of your assets. It doesn't make sense to me, because, for example, if Kopi goes from 1 penny to 20 cents and you have a chance to get a 20x, you don't want to have to try to get out of a pool. You don't have access to your funds right away. You know, everything's clogged. You want to just be able to get in and out very swiftly. So something to think about. Also, I want to remind you all to check out our online courses if you do get a chance. We have tons and tons of educational material, and yeah, it's just a great way for you to learn. And again, like I said, we have tons of videos here on the channel. We are at 220 videos and almost 1,000 subs. Check out this interview with Stephen Ward, and check out our other videos. We have tons on staking versus yield farming, etc. So definitely subscribe for more. So this transaction will take just a little bit. We will refresh it. Again, we're doing this in real time. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Maybe SNEC is still slowing down the blockchain. Who knows, right? SNEC has been up to some strange things as of late. So of course our wallets have to read with one another. Recently I just pulled out a lot of MELD, so I'm holding quite a bit on my Trezor right now, which is fine. And again, I recommend, if you're looking for an ISPO, get into the Dega 1. I think this is going to be a great opportunity. So I'd like to have, probably another $1,000 US into that. And I think that would get us some good rewards. So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that if you can get there there's 42 total epochs. So every 5 days, so just times 42 times 5, that's the length. I believe that would be until January. Yeah, end of January-ish. So definitely a cool ISPO and a great video to check out. So we have it right here, Dega ISPO. And what you're doing is, instead of earning ADA, you're going to earn Dega. And you're going to get nice bonuses as well, depending on if you're holding 1,700 Kopi and I believe 3,200 MELD. So make sure to have that in your wallet as well. So it looks like we're still waiting on this transaction. Not sure what's going on here, but it's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to have to, file a complaint on the Cardano blockchain, right? Like, what's going on? Actually, we might as well take a little price check right here as well. And right now we are Sunday, January 18th, 2 a.m., 2:13 a.m. So the moose is getting loose late at night. So if we take a look here, we'll take a look at MELD and Kopi. I think these are great buys. Not telling you to get these projects. It's just what I'm doing. By the way, this project, when it came out of ISPO, it was like 11 cents. And I got like 6,000 free tokens, got the diamond hands. And right now, I just think it's a stellar buy. That's just my opinion. This project can do really well. When people talk about gains that could change your life, MELD could be one of them. Very much true. I'm also liking Iagon. I like Kopi. I mean, Kopi's been strong, at least on the year, right? So if we take a look at the year, yeah, we're up 2x basically. On the week, not so much, not so much. So looks like it should be going to orders, I believe. Yep, so zapped in, completed. So if we take a look at our wallet, it hasn't affected our ADA balance, but now we have no min, which is fine. Okay, so now we've got more of the LP. So we did that in one transaction. We didn't have to sell off any assets. So now we're going to go to our liquidity. All right, and we'll just do a quick refresh. And all we have to do now is add the liquidity. So we've already got some in here. We want to add even more. We're going to get this to 3 million, it looks like. Okay. So here, no, we're not going to do it that way. So what we're going to do is go to farm. I think we have to go under farm for this. So staked only and stake. And here we go. So we have 225,000. This is where you add the staking. So for example, we have liquidity. So we're going to add to this. Of course, that's what we're trying to do, right? So we just got to do one more transaction here. But it is much easier to zap. And it's nice because you don't have to sell off any ADA. It's just going to buy the appropriate amount for you. And it's a pretty clever way. Let's remember this device for sure. So I'm going to sign one more transaction. Comment down below if you enjoy this video. I'm basically just documenting what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll just do smaller amounts for educational purposes. But I'm just taking advantage of this recording because this is what I'm doing for myself. And I think it makes for some of the best videos because I know for a lot of you, maybe you don't want to get into yield farming and you just need advice. That's the goal of this channel. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible and just doing things in real time, having fun with it, right? The moose is loose. I'm wired on caffeine. It's 2 a.m. I may not even sleep tonight. The moose should be in hibernation, but he's not. The moose is just getting loose. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. You guys will learn. So if we take a look here, this will be updated soon enough. We'll do it all in real time. We'll let it record. We'll let it record. So we got 9,756 and then 859 on ADA. So once this gets transferred over to our orders, we will see that all happen. So again, we do have online courses. I really recommend that you guys check them out. It will teach you all this and more. Even better than that, it really takes you by the hand, step by step, right? So we'll do a quick refresh, and there we go. There we go. So we've completed the staking. So we've staked even more ADA min, and we've pooled more ADA. Okay, so we added and we got over that 10,000 threshold, which is pretty dope. So that's really cool. Here's an online course. It is a hot new. It's rated 4.8 out of 5 stars. So definitely pretty cool. The coupon code in the link in the description below can get you up to 90% off. So this course, I put in a lot of time and effort. You could bundle up and get other courses. We have over 500,000 students that have enrolled in these courses, and I think they're pretty sweet. I'm really proud about these courses because, again, at the end of the day, well, you're going to get 7.5 hours. That's what we got so far. So you get full-time, lifetime access, a certificate of completion, and it's just really cool. You learn all the following, right? How to set up a wallet, how to do these things. So I try not to promote it too much, but I work so hard on this. And honestly, when these go on sale for 10, 20 bucks, it's a no-brainer. If you want to get into cryptos, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you all enjoyed this. So also, if we take a look at the farming and we go to, we'll just take this off. There are a lot of great options. I do like Minswap. I'm going to be doing a lot more BiFi. And the reason being is because I find that these APRs are a little low, whereas FiFi, they're a little bit higher. So if we toggle under staked only, right here, we also harvested. So I wonder if it already put it in and we just reclaimed it. So anyways, so when you do a transaction like that, it will harvest what you've been earning. But as you can see, in real time, we're already starting to make some some min, and some ADA. So we're going to be earning about 4% APR, that's annual return, and then a 30% on the min. So our goal is to get this to 15,000 min, and then 20, like we just want to let it accumulate. So if we take a look here as well, we picked up min. This was from what, 5 days, maybe 10 days. I pick up 64 min, so it's starting to earn a little bit. So with that being said, that's how you provide liquidity to Minswap. This is how you add and top off. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you all in the next one after you subscribe.